Hello and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every single day. And if you're looking for daily short tarot readings, check out my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube shorts. If you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the Devil card. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Moon. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. And the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. With the Eight of Cups, I'm seeing that a lot of you have stepped out on your own in some sort of way that has sparked a new chapter. It's given you new beginnings. It's also set you on a path of self-discovery where you are going on this journey where you are walking away from certain relationships, certain things in your life to sort of find your own path. And a lot of you are still trying to pursue balance, and there is a good amount of balance that is happening. But what I'm seeing is that some of the decisions and choices that you're making are very much emotional. You haven't quite cracked the code yet here with exactly how you're feeling about certain things and situations. With the Three of Pentacles, I'm very much picking up on there are certain people in your life who you have known for some time. And with the Devil card being right next to it, I'm seeing that these are people that maybe you've gone through some negative cycles with, or they have gone through some negative cycles throughout your friendship. And I'm seeing that there has been a level of separation recently or in the recent past that now this person or these people are coming back around. For some of you, you are inciting this. I'm seeing that with the Devil here. For others of you, I'm seeing that this is somewhat of a test. And it's a test to see if you put some of these chains back on, if you fall back into some of these patterns and some of these karmic lessons. For those of you who have been avoiding certain people because of certain lessons that you know you need to learn, or avoiding certain difficult decisions, this is why they're being placed back in your life. A lot of you I'm seeing are going back to some of these people because you're in this sort of journey of self-discovery where you're trying to figure out exactly who you are, what aspects of you want to keep, and what aspects you want to walk away from. And some of you are getting back to your roots. But whether or not this cycle is going to be positive is going to be determined by whether or not you learn and apply the lesson. I'm also seeing here that some of you have certain emotions that are underlying with these situations that you have not resolved, or there's certain information that is not being forthcoming at this time. Some of you are going to be receiving certain divine guidances because of your spiritual gifts. And whether or not you choose to listen to that guidance and listen to that intuition is really going to determine whether this particular cycle with these old people is going to be productive or is going to be just another repetitive cycle. Now, a lot of you I'm seeing are having a lot of optimism towards the future, but you're sort of not sure where you should go. You're feeling a bit stuck. Some of you are building certain walls or have had certain walls built for some time and you haven't quite cracked how to break them down. Some of these walls have to do with these cycles. Some of you are not acknowledging, or these lessons that some of you are not learning. These lessons, though, have a lot more to do with you than they do with these other people. So keep that in mind. This is not about figuring out whether these other people have changed or whether or not they have corrected their life. These are people I'm seeing who look up to you. But what I think you're going to need to determine is whether or not they're looking up to you, and that's truly what this is all about. You want that validation, and or you're too afraid to step out of your comfort zone to meet new people who are more on your level or who have similar ambitions or are going more in the same directions. And if this more has to do with you feeling important or feeling more successful by being around people who maybe have less difficult ambition or less ambition in general. For some of you, I'm seeing that your work may tie into this specifically. There may be some sort of connection to your creativity that has to do with your work here, some lesson with that you have yet to learn or yet to understand. Or there's some piece here about yourself that you have not completely come into awareness yet. A lot of these walls are going to be broken down because we have the 1111 card, the Four of Wands, which has to do with being on the correct path. It has to do with spiritual awakening and enlightenment. It has to do with coming into balance. And it has to do with celebrations. So I am seeing that you aren't the same person that you were before. So there's going to be certain things about this particular cycle with these people coming back around that is going to be very blatantly obvious to you that weren't obvious before. As long as you don't choose to continue to walk in the darkness with the blindfold on. This whole entire thing is very contingent on whether you stick to your journey of self-discovery and self-awakening and enlightenment, or whether you choose to make excuses, avoid situations, avoid your emotions, avoid that enlightenment, or ignore that spiritual guidance or higher self guidance or intuition guidance. But I am seeing that if you can learn these lessons and apply it, if you can break down some of these walls that you've been struggling with for a long time, if you can start to understand these cycles, why you do it, what the root cause is, where maybe certain things are not in alignment with the timelines that you want and maybe where they are, this is going to help you move forward in a more productive and fulfilled way. But it is contingent on you doing the work and acknowledgement and the self-accountability. My recommendation to those of you who are going back to these people and these cycles would be to do some journaling, try to figure out what about the situation makes you want to go back, and also what about the situation maybe you're not acknowledging, or what about the situation, or what aspects of the situation that you might not be acknowledging or that you might be purposefully overlooking, and why you're doing that. This is going to require you to be very honest with yourself. This is going to require you to really dig deep and use your emotion as a guide, but also use your masculine energy of logic, reason, and practicality to really analyze these different pieces in your life and how they fit into the bigger picture. So if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and comment your affirmation down below. Your affirmation for this reading is, I am stepping into a more authentic version of myself, and I am open to learning the lessons of the cycles I have yet to break or understand. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.